please welcome the most iconic rock star in the Coastal Bend, Miss Stephanie Sasser. Thank you for joining me, Stephanie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for always having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Well, I always have to give you props for everything that you do. Obviously, you're a hero. You're such a strong woman, but you go above and beyond to help raise awareness for the experience of stage 4 metastatic cancer in particular, which is what you've been diagnosed with. Tell us a little bit about your experience.
So with stage 4, it typically starts in the breast area, but it has traveled to lymph nodes, skin, brain, lungs. They don't mention skin a lot because that is kind of a rare thing for it to go to, but that's what happened with me. It's traveling in all my lymph nodes right now. Well, not all of them, and then it has gone to my skin. So I've been kind of battling back and forth with that. And some new stuff is popping up, but I'm going to MD Anderson, and we're going to hopefully get this all wrangled up and get it back under control, so that way I can be here for a few more years.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's such a rocky road. Now, I follow your story very closely, but for anyone who doesn't, you want to get in touch with Stephanie on social media. She's constantly posting live videos and really being an open book about your experience. We've shared tears with you. We've shared tears of joy and sadness, and you've just really been so transparent. And I think it's important for people who might be at the beginning of this journey. You've been going through this for quite some time now, to learn about what you need to get through to survive daily life, to survive the struggles. Tell me about the community support that you've had and who your go-to support team is.
So the community has been awesome. I mean, we've held a couple of fundraisers by people that I have become family. Like I did not know them, and they reached out to me. My biggest supporter is my husband and my son, James and Knox. His company has been a very big supporter, which is really surprising because most companies these days is just work, but they have really come together to back me and our support, with me going to the hospital and everything. So, but my little dude, of course, is number one with everything. If he didn't keep me on my toes, then I don't know where I would be at, honestly, right now.
Yeah. And I love your son. He's adorable. And you're so fortunate to have somebody. I know that he's the one that really keeps you going and striving to continue this fight. Now, besides family and some of the obvious friends and supporters that you may have, is there a certain organization that has been with you through thick and thin with this experience? And if so, how can we contribute to that particular organization?
Definitely. Metavivor.org. Super easy to look up. They have been amazing. There is a Facebook group for any new women, men that have been newly diagnosed with stage 4. Please look them up. 100% of their donations go straight to research, and that's what we need. We need research. We need the funding for research. And I can message one of the ladies that works there, and it's messaged me back. It's back and forth. So they have been really, really amazing to me and all the community that follows them.
Wonderful. And it's metavivor.org, right?
Metavivor.org, yes.
Okay, so if you're watching and you're like, you know what, I really want to hone in on a particular organization, something maybe smaller and more focused, please head over to that website. We know Stephanie has firsthand experience with them, so we can say that they're credible for sure.
Please.
Now, before we go, you mentioned for other people who are beginning this journey, what is one thing that you would share with other women or even men who may be battling breast cancer?
Like I've always said, is during the worst moments, try to keep your humor in all this, because it's one of the first things that it gets taken away is your joy. Daily, I think about it. I think about, what metastatic is, and it's a terminal illness. But look, I'm still planning a trip. I still planned my wedding vows. I still plan things, which really, it is hard because when you're first diagnosed, I hate to say it, but most likely it is going to come back. 1 in 8 will come back to stage 4. And I hate to see that, and I hate to say it, but that's the reality of what's going on with breast cancer. And breast cancer doesn't kill, but stage 4 does kill.
Yeah. Well, Stephanie, again, it's so important that you continue to share your message. Thank you for giving us all hope. There may be people out there that haven't been diagnosed that might have 5 or 6 years before they find out. But just this conversation with you is helpful. It's inspiring, and you're such a beautiful person inside and out. We're so grateful for you being,
Thank
again,
you.
just so open about your experience and inspiring all of us. Thank you so much.
Yeah.